In this tutorial, we will show you how to create this interesting rust effect. If you've got a potato PC, I'll show you how to do it this way so it can somewhat work. A rusty effect on your material. So if you want your material to look like it's a little bit rusted, I'll show you how to do it. Right, let's start a new Blender file, new, general, don't save. And let's begin. Press X to delete your default cube. Press Shift A, Mesh, and select your monkey head. As you know, I like to use a modifier property, add modifier, and add a subdivision surface modifier. Put it on level 2. Let's look at Suzanne. She's looking good, but right click, shade smooth, and that is perfect for this example. We can click on this camera view to see how it looks within our camera. And then we're going to change to, we're going to lift this up. Change this to our shader editor, and we're going to press new. First thing we're going to do is select this principled BSDF, press X to delete it, press Shift A, and press shader, and go to your mix shader. Let's zoom in, yeah. Connect this to the surface. Now press Shift A, and we're going to use a principled BSDF in this example for the rust. Shift A, and we're going to use a glossy shader. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you use here, you can decide. The interesting thing is this, how we mix it together. So assuming this is rust, let's just choose a brown. And let's change to our render view. And let's change to cycles. And just to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to go to Modifier Properties, and I'm going to add an environmental texture, because when you're dealing with things that are glossy, very quick solution to see how it would look is to add an environmental texture. You can go to hdrhaven.com to download a free HDR, or you can use any image that you like. I'm going to use an HDR image as an environmental texture for the scene. It always takes a second to load. There we go. Now, because I'm in cycles, because we have to use cycles here, I'm going to zoom into the amount that I want, which is about here, and I'm going to press Control B. And then I'm going to click it like that, and it's only going to render, I'll only see this part of the render now, so it'll be a little bit faster going up with its samples. All right, so now if you put the factor all the way to 0, it's white. Put it all the way to 1, it's supposed to be brown. So let's fix this. Let's delete this. Press Shift A, shader, principled BSDF. Did I select the wrong one? Probably. And choose a color. Okay, probably selected here or something. I can make this brown. Alright, so when it's 1, it's going to be brown. When it's 0, it's going to be glossy white. Let's leave this on 0.5. And let's change the way we split this. We're going to press Shift A. And the first thing we want to do is go to Converter and select Color Ramp. And we're going to connect our color to our factor here. Then we're going to press Shift A, Input, and we're going to use a geometry node, something I'm going to be playing around with quite a bit in the future. And we're going to choose pointiness as the factor. And now we're going to choose this brown and put it up to about 0.5. And then do the same for this over here, 0.5. So they're both on top of each other, and you get this result. Now, if you move this slightly, you will see a slightly different effect. And just to make this more interesting, let's make this 0.15, so it looks like silver, rusted silver, and we can decide how much rust we want. So we put this on this side. Let's bring this way. And you kind of just have to play with this until you get the result that you want. But because we selected pointiness, it's going to work on, frankly, the pointiness. Put it on 0.6 and bring this in. 0.511. 0.5. And there we go. So 5.3, something like that. That looks like actual rust. And there you go. It's as easy as that. And obviously, if you want the rust to look slightly different, that's easy. You can easily change that. And if you want this to look like a gold, that's easy. Anyways, I think you get the idea. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.